Hello, I'm Im Tae-hyun, majoring in unmanned vehicle engineering at Sejong University. I will announce the data structure semester project. I will start by making and explaining the programming using C language, including the content of the class that I have taken so far. I'd appreciate it if you listened carefully. Let's start. First, I'll introduce my C language code in my programming. First, declaring struct node. In this node, value of int flag. It means 0 is none and number 1 is existence. And declaring struct node link, point link, and declaring function run game, and declaring function main. In function main, declare value of choice and random seed is settings. And in while loop, first in my screen print Russian roulette game. This Russian roulette game is my programming, and print 1 or 0 to continue. It means if you input number 0, don't start this game, and if you input number 1, start this Russian roulette game. And if you type 0, break, exit the programming by escaping the repeating statement. It means while loop, loop statement, and function run game. It means game progression, and declare function make roulette. In function, declare struct node double point head and int value of n. And in function clear roulette, struct node double point head. In function run game, declare int value of n and value of choice, and declare struct node point head. And in my screen, print the number of participants. If you enter game participants, call function make roulette. It means produce Russian roulette as many participants as possible. And while loop, print in my screen, would you like to fire? Yes, it is 1 or no is 0. It means if you start in this game, if you fire roulette, enter number 1 or not, no, enter number 0. If you choose to fire and in if statement, if head point to flag, it means if there is a bullet, print in my screen, bang, and game over. And call clear roulette, it means Russian roulette clear. And return, it means end game progress. Else, if not, head equal head point to link. It means move to next participant. And else, it means if you hadn't chosen to fire, head equal head point link. And function make note. In this function, struct node double point head and int value of flag, and declare struct node point now equal this now is memory allocating, and now is point to flag, and this is equal flag. If point head equal null, it means when empty. Point head equal now, it means at the front now. Now is pointed to link equal now, it means now point to link is now. Value of now is input in link. Else, it means when not empty. Point head and point head, the logic of tying now between the next node. Now is point to link, it equal point head point to link. Point head point to link equal now. And function make roulette. In this function, struct node double point head and int n. In this function, first declare int check. In this random number between 1 and n in check, and point head is null. It is initialize the front of the list with null. And while in while loop, it means if the number to create is greater than 0, and in this loop, if statement check equal n, it means if check and n are the same, make node. Call function make node head and 1. It means add a built-in node, and else it means if check and n are not the same, call the function make node, and in this function input head and 0. It means add non-bullet node. And in this value of n is reduced, and function clear roulette in function struct node double head. In this function struct node point brief equal point head. It means previous node of seek, and struct node point seek equal point head is point to link. It means initialize to the next node at point head. And while loop seek equal not point head, it means if the seek value of seek is not equal point head. In this while loop, brief equals seek. It means remember the previous node, and seek equal seek is pointed to link. It means move seek to next node, and free value of brief. It means remove the old node that you remembered, and free value of point head. It means finally remove the point head node. And now I will introduce my project. First, in my project, I use a circular linked list, and use this linked list, I make a programming to make a simple game called Russian Roulette. I decided to make Russian Roulette game because it's a game that I used to play a lot when I was a student. What is a Russian Roulette? Rule of Russian Roulette is it is a game in which participants point a gun at their respective heads and pull the trigger after putting the bullet in only one of the several pharmacies of a rotary revolver, and turning the blitz position in an unknown way. But in my project, instead of aiming the opponent's head with a real gun, we turn the order into programming and decide who gets the game over. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you for listening.